What is up, Real Life Trading Nation? I'm going to take you along my Saturday planning session with me here as I just plan the next week. Most people start planning and try to make money when the markets are open. The key to making money is to plan ahead. I want to look and be prepared for the big time levels that are going to have lots of volume, lots of interaction, and going to give me clear sentiment during the next few trading days. And so on Saturdays, I tend to sit back and look at the charts without any emotions, without the market open, and just plan my next week, plan how I'm going to be paying my bills over the next few trading days. And so let's dive into it. This is SPY right here. I'm the main stock I trade is SPY because I'm a big options trader. So that's what I mainly do. And I just want to go out to a weekly time frame. I want to look at the big picture and I just want to see where we're at. The few things that stick out to me are this big old resistance coming up. Like, we have made a very strong bull move up higher, and we're coming up into a really, really important neckline. This neckline retest previously around 575 is what caused the big sell-off. We're about to visit into that, I would say, over the next week or two. Wouldn't be shocked at all if we start playing up in there. This dotted line is the daily 20 SMA. And so these are all the EMAs. I mainly keep EMAs on my chart. It doesn't really matter, whichever one you want. I just look at which ones the markets are respecting the most. And they tend to respect right now the EMAs. And so I'm using that quite a bit. So the fact that we closed this week up above the 20 is strong. Like, the bulls are trying to come in, but I'm looking at this and going, this big drop sentiment hasn't gone away, right? We're still in hopes of tariff good news coming out. There isn't actually any news yet. And so that makes me stay a little bit cautious. And I look at what the big money would be doing. The big money is probably going to look to get as many people in bullish as possible. There are so many puts in this market. I mean, it is like 2 to 1. Everybody is bearish on this. And the markets love to run up a wall of worry. And so I think we're going to probably continue up higher until everyone finally is getting out and they're going, okay, we're going to all-time highs, and they start loading in. I think a move up above 580 would do that. So for me, that's kind of what I'm expecting to see, is a move up above 580, and then let's see if they pull the rug out. Let's see if, once everybody now is getting stopped out of all their bear positions, which is going to happen up here around 575 to 580, expect a lot of volatility in this area, a lot of volume. Once that happens, I think they're probably going to pull the rug out. So I want to be prepared for that. I'm going to have alerts, as you can see on my charts. I've got a lot of these alerts are from day trades I need to go back and delete, but these ones up here are some big time areas that I'm watching. Because if the bears are going to come in, if the bears are hiding somewhere, they're in this area. And so I'm going to be prepared. I'm going to start writing notes up on my charts here to get myself ready for the potential opportunities that are going to be coming into play. And so let's just leave myself a little bit of a call out here saying, look for bear setups. And I'm going to start putting this in here probably right around that 575. So I'm going to be looking for some potential bear setups. If I start to see momentum lacking on like a 2-hour time frame, that's going to be my first clue to potentially start legging in, because I know I'll know I'm wrong really quick. It's not going to take me a long time to figure out I'm wrong. If we're closing strong through 585 this week on a weekly time frame, great, cut puts. But if this thing is going to drop, it's going to happen somewhere in here, and I want to be prepared, because once this thing starts to fall, it's going to be too late to be able to start grabbing puts at a cheap price. Then the risk starts getting too high. I want to get in when no one's thinking about puts. That way the price is cheap and my risk is low. I can manage what if I'm wrong, right? You've always got to look at the scenario of what if I am wrong. Everybody looks at the scenario of like, oh my gosh, I can make thousands of dollars to this downside. That's amazing. I look at that and go, well, yeah, that's a given. What's going to happen if I'm wrong? What's going to happen if these bulls come in hard and we go screaming to all-time highs? Am I prepared to lose this amount? Am I prepared to set myself up to take a loss? How am I going to navigate that? What size am I comfortable to put on? Because there is no guarantees out there. This is probably a 60 to 70% chance of happening. The drop. There's still a very high chance that it doesn't. And so don't look at things as like, oh, it's for sure doing this. You don't know, right? China comes out on one news and this thing's gone. Or Trump comes out with one tweet and this thing's to all-time highs in 3 days. There is nothing guaranteed in the markets. And so professional traders are always looking at, what's my downside? Of course, I understand my upside. That's a given. Everyone just looks at that and like, well, there's so much chance to make money. Yes, but there's also a really good chance of losing money. You can't forget about that other end of the spectrum. So it's all about What kind of risk am I okay to put on that allows me to see things logically? I accept it, right? What money would you go hand to a homeless person on the street? Whatever money you're like, man, I wouldn't lose sleep over. That's where I'm looking at my risk, right? I want to be able to put a trade on where it's not my entire trading account. Everything doesn't live and die on this one trade. If it loses, it's just a drop in the bucket. That's the type of risk that I want to play with. I'm going to have an edge, and I'm going to see how it plays out during this next week. But this is definitely into an area that I want to start paying attention to. I think I'm going to probably have some pretty good day trades bullish, but my overnight stuff, I'm going to be looking for the bears to start coming in this area once everybody starts getting in bullish, which I think 575 to 585, everybody's going to start getting in bullish. This thing's really going to run. And then it's just a matter of, will it sustain itself? If we close strong, okay, there's a chance we're going to be getting a pullback no matter what. But will it get bought up, or is this thing going to fall off a cliff? I don't know. So this is the type of preparation I'm doing every single weekend. Really, I'm doing every day. But on the weekend, I'm looking at the weekly time frame. I'm looking to see, where are my opportunities? Where are my big levels? What spots do the bulls have to hold? Where could the bears potentially be, etc.? So that way I'm prepared. I've got notes all over my charts. I've got my support and resistances marked out. I've got the areas that I want to pay attention to. So that way, when we hit that area, I'm ahead of it. I'm like, okay, this I said was a big bear area. I already know what to expect come this trading week. Instead of something going off, I'm like, why are we dropping here? That's what everyone always asks. Why are we dropping? Why are we bouncing? Because you're not prepared. There's an answer for all of it. All you have to do is just get yourself ready for it. Be prepared. First off, understand where to even be looking on the charts. Understand how to read momentum. Understand how to read trend. Understand what the big money is doing, what the dumb money's doing, and then just join the big money and make trading easy. You don't have to be smarter than everyone else. You just need to join the people that know what they're doing, right? The big money is the one that makes money consistently. I just need to look and see where's the big money hiding, and I need to play with them. If they push this thing higher, great. I'm going to all-time highs. If they drop this thing, great. I'll be ready. I'm going to play with the big money. I'm not going to let myself go like, oh my gosh, it's all-time highs. Now's the time to load in bullish after like 9 bull days in a row, basically on SPY, or up days in a row, right? That's not the time to do it. So if you can get yourself with the knowledge enough to be able to see these things and then calm your emotions down and just look at it logically, accept the loss. I think a lot of emotions come in because you don't want something to happen. My friends, it's going to happen. You're going to have about a 50% win rate. Half the time you trade, you're going to lose. So accept it. Stop trying to avoid it and just accept it. The next trade that I'm going to be looking at for this week is Hood. I really like the way this is playing out on a weekly chart. So if I'm looking at this, I see engulfing candle on a weekly retest, and engulfing candle on a weekly retest. We got a little bit of a pattern coming in. So it's looking like it really wants to get back up to this key level around 65. That's where I think Hood's going over the next 3 to 5 months. It looks really, really good. The bulls pulled right back into an area where they needed to be at. They came in, they followed through. It's looking very strong. So for me, I would imagine that if we get any kind of retest back into 46, you can already see where my alert is. It's probably going to be met by even more bulls, and we're going to continue higher. We got a pretty decent move back up into this resistance, but we haven't closed above that yet. That's the one thing that I'm waiting on. It is possible that we work our way back into like $36 and then we bounce and do a little bit of like an inverted head and shoulder play. So I'm just playing out all the scenarios. Bulls should come in here. If they don't, I lose small, right? I'll come in, I'll buy the dip. If they don't bounce like I want them to, I cut. And then I start planning my next bull area right here. Try it again. If they don't come in, I lose small. If they do come in, I win big. And that's all trading is. And so I'm just sitting here going, okay, should be here, should be here. Let's see if they actually step in. Where should my targets be? It's going to go up to 65. So this is going to be a little bit more of a longer term play that I'm looking at. But these are the type of things that I'm expecting to have happen, the levels that I want to pay attention to. And then I'm throwing alerts out there with notes on the chart. So that way I can be prepared. When those alerts go off, I know exactly what I'm going to do and how I'm going to look to play it. So for right now, I'm looking at the daily chart here, and I'm seeing some of these open gaps. I'm like, yeah, that's about right where my alert was here on a weekly chart. And so pulling back in here would make a lot of sense. This is a really nice S-curve higher. It is a chance that, again, we haven't closed strongly above this resistance. So there's a chance that this thing is going to fall a little bit lower. I would have liked a strong close this week. Clearing this area, then a retest would have made me a little bit more excited. But again, I still feel like there's an edge here. I feel like there's an opportunity to see if it bounces and, again, lose small. come down here. If I'm not getting the bull excitement that I want, I cut. Small win, small loss. That's my only job, is just to test the waters. How is it looking? What is it doing? I'm not getting any excitement. Pull out. Fantastic. I'm getting a lot of excitement. I hold. When most people, they get into a trade and they're up $100, they're like, oh my gosh, I'm just going to take it because I'm so scared of giving it back. You're playing the wrong game, my friends. You're playing the wrong game. Your job is to win big when it agrees. When it agrees, hold. When it disagrees, cut. And everyone's doing the opposite. When it doesn't work, they hold, hoping it turns around. And when it does work, they immediately take their profits because they're scared of giving it back. Flip those emotions. You'll make a lot more money in trading. And so here's just a little bit of example of what I do on a weekly basis on my weekends. Saturday mornings, I'm going to sit back and trying to get a clear picture without any emotions, without any distractions, and just look at what these markets are doing, because it's so important for you to listen to the markets. Don't let yourself tell the markets what they're going to do. Don't be like, oh, it's for sure going here. We don't know that. Logically look at the markets and look at probabilities. I mean, that is your only job. Probabilities. Probability-wise, the bulls are showing strength. I think we have a higher chance of going up, but there could be some potential drops before the bulls come back in. So I'm going to tiptoe my way in. No, tiptoe my way in. Great. Lose small, win big, and whenever you catch those winners, let those things run. Start planning your trades. Get ahead of it. Mark out those levels, and your trading will be so much better. Come check us out at Real Life Trading, my friends. $97, you're in it for life. No other payments, nothing else you need. Come join our trading community. We host free live trading sessions every single week in our Lifetime community. We host free education sessions every single week in our Lifetime community. You can learn as much as you want to learn. I mean, we have tons of courses in there that are all included with the Lifetime as well. $97 one time. Jump in on that. If you want to come trade every single day live right at market open with us, that's our all access pass. That's $275 a month, but you get live instruction as the markets are open, plus tons of extra content, courses, strategies. You get access to my credit spread strategy, which is what I use to, and I still use to this day, to pay my bills as a full-time trader. It got me out of the whole 90% win rate. So it's like, that's all in the all access pass. But again, the Lifetime membership, $97. Come learn how to trade. Come join our community. Get access to our Slack. Get access to me. Ask me questions every single day. Whatever you'd like to do. Plus our awesome traders as well. So thanks for hanging out, my friends. Again, this was just kind of a low key, let's just bring you along here for a Saturday whenever I'm planning my trades. So start doing this in your own trading. If you're stuck and you're struggling to figure out what areas you should look at, again, come join us. We'll teach you how to do it over at Real Life Trading. Love you guys. Have a great weekend. See you Monday.